everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Chargers going up against the Bengals.
Larry, we are in the place the folks here call the jungle, and that's Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To throw here. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Evans in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. On is the Chargers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big.
That's what they were aiming for. You want to keep moving the sticks, get into a rhythm, gain confidence as you go along. And right now, mission accomplished.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. The slot man in motion right. And the play clock's running down. They'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Ross. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Six yards here to go for the offense on second down. To throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a third down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Leopard.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Trey Hendrickson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Bullock will put this one through, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
No, check, Patriot. Let's go.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. And the D looking like they may blitz. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for a loss on the play. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And tough starting field position here. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And now here's a carry heading left. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Boom, landed.
He'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the wideout in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
The tight end Henry here in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Green, leopard. No, check, Patriot.
Now Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front, creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
On play action, they'll throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
2nd down following the incompletion.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll set up a throw to Mixon on the check down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Third down now following the completed pass.
All right, now, back 99 Philly. Here we go. Set!
He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, they'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the 2nd quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the 1st half?
This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here we go now.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And now they'll run it here off tackle. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this 1st half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Returning it, John Ross. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. The Bengal offense now with a football first. Here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now they run with Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They're going to look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 88 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some more.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Set, 3-19, Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. Look at this spin.
Balance.
And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dumps it off to Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, L.A. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. Like they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And he puts it through. They're within 3. It's 13-10. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd down, 8. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Jeff Locke now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. He had 1 man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Tennessee. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now he lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They'll run with Henderson. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On is the Chargers punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
All right, now look at 56. Now let's go.
Back to throw here. To the left side here for Eifert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he motions the wide receiver. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Detroit! Here we go. Over, watch it now. Barney, landed.
run the counter now on first down. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now a handoff looking right. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. White will go in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards. yards, and it brings up 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Green, 39.
Oh, look at this play call. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And the result, instead of the chip shot to tie, they turn the ball over on downs. And not great starting field position here for the offense. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. 93 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Defense showing blitz. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. And scoring yet again, the Colts extend that lead. A win would be their first of the young season. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the completion, this is Carey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. And the Colts have scored again to widen their lead even further. A win would be their first of the young season.
Here we go. Detroit! 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 Check three! Detroit! Detroit!
Mixon. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the ball.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Over.
Back to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Bengals, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.